over and over and over and over. Anything I thought about God, moved somebody to do. I know He's good. I know how good He is. I know anything I need, anything I want, my God shall supply. He shall move anything for us. You love the Lord. Hallelujah. When you love the Lord, you like yourself in Him. There's nothing He won't do. That's right. For you. When you delight yourself to please Him, it ain't about us. All right. But it's all about Him. I didn't do this for somebody to know who I was. I prayed that they would come out and want to hear something. But it doesn't matter that they come. I did so I could show them whatever you put me here to do, I'm ready to do it. All right. I'm passionate. I'm so passionate. I don't know about I heard the Lord in my own. I'm happy right now. All right. I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. Lord been my freedom. When I was nobody, He was my friend. When everybody talked about me, He was my friend. My relationship with Him is personal. All right. It's very personal. And I'm not ashamed of the gospel that I preach. I'm not ashamed of where I go and talk about my Lord. I'm not ashamed of giving out people in the world and tell them how much I care about God. It don't matter about it because the time is now. It's not so much. The time is now. It's time for people to say God is their God. They stand up and show everybody that God is their God. That's right. I don't know about what they talking about. It's Boris and God, but I don't know who they talking about. Because the God I serve ain't nothing for me. Ain't nothing for me. Everything is in life. Abundant. Even when I lose things, I can't never go home without more than I had the day before. Because whatever I lost won't good for me anyway. All right. My soul happy. All right. I know I'm talking a few seconds, but my soul happy. I'm stirred up inside and I can't cut off my stirred up. I think about how good He really is. I think about how much He loves us, how much He do for us, how much He cares for us. And when people sit around and they say how bad it's church and how bad it is, but they ain't let us get it. They let somebody else. I don't know who they talk about. They ain't never met me before. They ain't never met me before. They met somebody else. And I'm tired of hearing it. God put a heart in me as a man to stand up and declare His name. I'm tired of hearing people talking about the Lord ain't got nobody on the earth no more. I'm tired of them lies, but they ain't talking about me. I can't keep myself. But the faith I got in Him. The faith I got in Him. Ain't nobody with His hands off. That's right. It's all got to stand up and say, ain't nobody ready with me. I know He's able to be every time. I know He's able. He's able to be. I'm not concerned about the soul. That's the last thing in my mind. My God is awesome. Exposed to 2018 wasn't something that I just thought about. And to say I was just put on a program because I want to see if people come. Last year, me and these great people that walked with me, and God gave them vision and start something. They walked with me. They believed and stepped out with me. That God said, I put you on the earth for one reason first. It's not about preaching all the time. But I call you here to open the eyes of my people to spiritual warfare. let them understand what's going on. Because in the kingdom, if you don't know what spiritual warfare is, there's no way you can position your saints, God's saints, to be in the right place and then know what they're dealing with. Because just coming in hearing a sermon does not get them in the right place. People preach every sermon, but they're not positioning God's people that God can use them, that they can know what's going on in the kingdom. We are in a battle. And it's not about who can preach today. It's about revelation now of who your enemy is and how he's going to attack. And if you don't know who he is and how he attacks, then you just lost. Exposure is all, and next year will be exposed in 2011. And the year after be, but it's going to be even greater because the people that are around me, the deliverance that God will put in them, or they going to be doing the work. And I won't have to do the work. Some of them will be doing the work overnight. Some of them did a few minutes ago. But when you train people up to give God the best they got, then God always agrees with what they're doing. God is going to expose Satan for how he operates. So his children will be able to see him beforehand. Not to get preached to everything, but to know who you're dealing with. The moment you see it, to know what you're dealing with. This year we hear God told me to speak on the spirit of fornication. The spirit of fornication. And it amazed me that the people around me already knew part of the vision of what I was doing before I even said it. And I told them, I said, isn't that amazing that you already got a sense of where I'm coming from? And I hadn't told them. But God said, deal with the spirit of fornication. Y'all do know what fornication is, right? But do you know, in order to understand what something means, you got to go to the original root of that word. Because you can go to the English and it tells you one thing. But if fornication was something that started first in the Hebrew, then you go to the original root of what it means. Because if we go fornicate means to be with somebody else, all right? To be with another person, unmarried. But in the Hebrew tongue, the word fornicate means to have intercourse with false gods. And that's something. To have intercourse with false gods or foreigners. To seduce. To commit illicit sexual intercourse, particularly with women. Illegal contact between Israel, listen to this. Illegal contact between Israel and other nations and their gods. And that's something. That makes it deeper to come into it, right? Now it's outside of your flesh. Now it's talking about being with other people's gods. Now God's kind of messing with you now a little bit, because He says now they're going to produce you so they can get you to fornicate with them. Now, God, the Bible is to God's people, so in Hebrew it talks to God's people. So I want to show you something tonight, and I want to understand first what the word was. What I'm talking about. I want you to see fornication. I want to show you how it operates in this one way. Because fornication operates in a lot of different ways. But tonight I'm going to show you one form of fornication, how it operates. I want you to turn your Bible to 2 Samuel chapter 11. 2 Samuel chapter 11. I'm going to begin reading that verse on 2 Samuel chapter 11. I'm going to open up this spirit like you've never seen this spirit before tonight. And when you leave, you will understand how to deal with it. Y'all get it, all y'all say amen.
Amen.
Back in Samuel chapter 11. We begin reading verse 2. And it reads, and it came to pass in the eventide that David arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself. And the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite? And David sent messengers and took her. And she came in unto him, and he lay with her. For she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house. Let me see. Listen. Father, in the name of Jesus, God, we just thank you. Thank you for what you're getting ready to do. Lord, thank you for what you're doing all over this earth right now. Healing people in all kinds of places. Building up some will have no hope. Giving birth to others. God, you're great everywhere you are. Thank you right now for your grace, your mercy, Lord. I lose you right now, Lord, in Jesus Christ. Amen. David here is the king of Israel. By David being king of Israel, everybody looked up to him. Am I right? Because back in the Old Testament days in Israel, they had kings during the time. So David was the king of Israel. David also, so everybody moved for whatever king said, whatever Lord king